Greetings, 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 and welcome again to yet another snapshot, home of the 15-minute selfie. Yes, I'm Marilyn Green. I am the hostess, of course, with the mostest. And today I have an author on he's not new to being an author, but he has a brand new book that's out that he would like to share some information about what's in it. And it's something that everybody wants to have is wealth. And so we're going to bring him up now, if I can. Here we go. All right, then, Mr. Carey, how are you?
Hey, I'm wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So happy to have you here today. Um, wow. Like I said, you're not a stranger to being an author, but this is your latest book. I think it just came out this year, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It's brand new. Okay. So let's say this. Why did you get into writing? Let's start that off. How did
Ooh.
you start this?
You know what? Believe me, for real, I started writing when I was in the third grade.
Okay.
Um, my teacher had gave me a task, and I ran with it, and she put me in. She entered me into a contest. Believe it or not, It became second throughout the nation.
What? Did you say the nation?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my God. Okay, you've been national before you knew what national was for real.
I had no idea what I was doing, and she worked with me, and I became a English major in college, and the rest is history.
Oh my God. So you are a author and let me get the words right. An author.
Yes,
You
that's
are
correct.
an author.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, great, super. So listen, tell me about this particular book. Okay, and I think I got it right here. Let's see. Let's put it up here. Okay, How to Become a Millionaire, 5 Steps to Become Wealthy. Now, why this title? Why you? Tell us.
You know, I was wondering after all the books that I've written, and I'm like, okay, you know what? What do everybody wants to hear? And so I started doing my research, and God blessed me with the title "How to Become a Millionaire." That's something everybody wants, and the rest is history. And as I started putting pen to the paper, and before you knew it, I was on my third chapter. So
Wow, your
yes,
third chapter.
yes, ma'am.
So being wealthy, we already know it's a mindset already, but a mindset ain't nothing without the paper bills or the Benjamins, right?
That's
So
true.
it's like you can have a mindset of being wealthy, but we need some dollars. As they show me the money. That's
Yes,
right.
that's
Show me
correct.
the money. So as I think about it, and I have not read your book. I can be just confess I have not. But however, it's not going to say I'm not going to read it.
Mhm.
But nevertheless, I'm happy to have you here. Now, let me ask you this, okay? People talk about an emergency fund,
Right,
right?
right.
Okay. And I think I haven't read the book, please let everybody know, but I'm sure that has to be one of the steps
Oh
of
yeah,
coming wealthy. So what do you say about that emergency fund? People think that emergency fund is that it's going to just strip them so hard, but I think that if you meaning strip meaning taking too much money out of what they got to do already. But
correct.
tell me about that emergency fund.
Well,
Tell us.
you know, growing up, I always heard my mother say, "I'm going to save this for a rainy day."
Mhm.
And and she started teaching me how to put a quarter. Every time you get a quarter, put it away, put it away, put it away. And so I said, you know what? I need something more than that. So she said, you know what? How about not just what the Bible says, save 10% of your earnings. So I started taking 20% out of my earnings and putting it to the side. And seemed like every other week was an emergency fund for me. It was a rainy day because my best friend Bill, he never went nowhere. He was always around. He was hanging around. He knew my big problems, my small problems, no matter what. So,
Right.
man, Bill never went nowhere. I'm like, man, Bill, will you just leave me alone?
Right. Bill meaning Mr. Bill, the Bill's
The
debt.
Bill. Yes,
Debt.
man.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So, I dabbled in stocks, investing, and it just wasn't. that niche for me, so I
Mhm.
needed something to give me what I wanted. And but my wife, she's always right there with me, and she's always helped me how to be a good steward over my finances, because
Mhm.
I was terrible. I'm not gonna lie, I was terrible.
Well, that's a good thing. Evidently you got it together because you got the book "How to Become a Millionaire: 5 Steps to Become Wealthy." So I like that part where you talk about what your mama said. I say my mama said that you need to, yeah, you need to save some money because in the time, I mean, my age, my mom's age, they came out of the depression. Okay,
Oh
so
yeah.
savings, saving bonds, and all that, it was huge, right? You know,
Yes.
yeah, there was something that we did. In fact, they used to always push a piggy bank, right?
Oh yeah.
A piggy bank, putting money aside like that.
How many
Okay.
times have I broke my piggy bank?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And guess what? Believe it or not, I got a piggy bank right now.
Oh
Okay.
man.
My son's got a piggy bank. But when we talk about how the parent will really guide you to
Exactly.
your real mindset of wealth, correct?
Exactly.
And as we get older, we might go astray, but it still is in our head about
Hmm.
saving money. So with the emergency fund, one of the things, and I'll just throw myself in here, is that one of the things that I do for my emergency fund is that if you have the ability, right, get it pulled from your check at the beginning so you ain't got to see it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what would you say about that?
Well, I mean, I would say it's always because we always living paycheck to paycheck. You ever heard that saying, living paycheck to paycheck?
Yes.
So, I mean, what what I started, I believe the best thing to do is once if you don't have any bills, as a bill, went on a vacation or whatever, and he's gonna always come back. So you take maybe $200 out of that paycheck and you put it to the side. Don't touch it, no matter what. If it could be raining, sleet, or snowing, you put it to the side, hide it away from yourself, because as long as you know it's there, you're gonna always touch it. Am
Yeah.
I right? So we just have to learn how to be good stewards over our finances, and how to create a meme of moving forward without touching what we call our glory. That's what I call my money, my glory, because man, my glory always have to shine on me, because man, no matter how you look at it, Bill is coming around the corner. No matter if he's going to do a drive by or what, because you're going to have that emergency. What is it? Shut off,
Yeah.
from your bills. So you have to. I just believe that you just take that so you can last to the next paycheck, and don't just go splurge on, because don't tell my wife I said this, but Amazon is her best friend. Bill is mine. Amazon is hers. So as I'm
She's going,
paying,
she's going to see this, okay? So
I
she's
know,
going to know.
I
Okay.
know.
But Amazon.com is a lot of people's jam. I'll say that. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh man, if it's not Amazon, it's Etsy shop, whatever. Who's to say whatever? But I think because um, my worst nightmare, not my friend, was the fast food chains.
Hmm.
So once I started getting away from that, because I'm a chef by trade,
Yes.
and my wife said, why don't we just start cooking at home and saving more money, because
Mhm.
that's the biggest splurge of our lives, Amazon and fast foods.
Yep.
So as long as we stay away from them two, we're gonna always have a come up.
Yeah.
We're gonna have great gain and great finances. So
I like that.
yeah,
I
so
really like that because let me just tell you something. And people may know I had a Chick-fil-A habit. Okay. And in that Chick-fil-A habit, I love Chick-fil-A. I have nothing wrong, nothing, Mr. Chick-fil-A. If you see this, I don't have a problem.
right.
But I knew that I needed to get help, meaning
Hmm.
like I was there every day. Okay. I
Oh
was
man.
there, because it just became a routine. But guess what? Once I stopped, what I did was that I stopped. I took a look at my debit card. All
Hmm.
right. And I started to track every time I did Chick-fil-A. I was spending so much money there that after I decided no more the way I was doing it, my pocketbook loves me. Okay. So you can create wealth or you can create money, right? By just looking at what you're doing. I love Starbucks. Okay. I
Oh
love
yeah.
all these different things, but Starbucks, okay, can take your money as well. So those are quick ways that you can pull money back and have that emergency fund, because you got to have an emergency fund.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? You got to think of creative, innovative ways that fits you, not
Exactly.
not me, not you, Joe, not me. I mean,
Right.
myself. I gotta figure out what's good for me, because I know that money is flowing down with some Chick-fil-A. Then I get food home, and then I don't have no leftovers. Come on, let's think about it. Let's get practical.
Oh yeah.
You don't have nothing left over. But once you, like you say, start to cook inside,
Mm-hmm.
and start to cook at home a long time ago, the way we
Mm-hmm.
used to do it, and then your cravings stop.
Exactly.
So, and when your cravings stop, you're able to save.
Yeah.
So I mean that's I just wanted to talk about emergency fund, because I know that has to be one of the steps in your book.
It is. I mean, I only have the mind you that I only have 6 chapters in this book, so I want to keep it small but yet simple.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes from how to get rich to who wants to be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
And from there to $1 million investing. Everybody thinks real estate is your investments, but if you get into your 401k, your get into your not short term but long term investings, by the time you retire, because man, you're gonna have something to fall back on.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest mistake, if you don't mind me sharing this with you, is um, I laminated this to let me see where I've been and where this was
Mm-hmm.
my first contract with WWE. I was a pro wrestler, and this is why I'm glad my wife is the big part of my life, because I took money and I splurged, and I went from fast food restaurants to shopping sprees, to everything, and just wasting money. I'm making everybody else rich, but I'm making myself poor, and I'm something has to be done, because. And then my wife was like, "Well, had she been in my life when I first had signed
Right.
that contract,
Right.
man, I'll be another Jeff Bezos."
Okay. But let's just say this. We got to give ourselves grace, right? And
Mhm.
you just have to know where you are. You have to start sometime.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you start today, just pick it up wherever you are. Just start today.
Yeah.
Just say, I'm going to have an emergency fund, and maybe you don't call it emergency fund, and then Mr. Bill won't come and visit you. Okay, just
Oh,
have some money, that I'm going to put aside in case something happens, and just keep adding to it, and just take it out of your mind. I
exactly.
talked to my youngest son, and both of my sons are great savers.
Mhm.
And he said, "Mom, I looked in my account and I wanted to redo something in my basement." He said, "I didn't even know I had $10,000 in that account." Okay,
Wow.
I'm just saying, just put it over there, leave it alone, because it's not bothering you. Okay,
For
outside
real.
of saying, put some money in there, and another way you can do it. You can do a Christmas fund.
There you
Okay,
go. There
do
you
a
go.
Christmas fund, and make it be Christmas in July. I don't know, but you can do a Christmas fund. But anything that's gonna pull that money out, that
Exactly.
if you have a problem with, once it hits your pocket, you
Mhm.
ain't gonna do whatever you're supposed to do. Then hey, get that Christmas club fund,
There
okay?
you go.
Because don't even say, hey man, won't you hold this for me and all that, because you're gonna come right back to that person, and it's your money, and they're gonna give it to you. Don't stress
Exactly.
other people out. You probably done did that too, right, Joe?
Oh yeah,
And say,
definitely.
just hold this for me. No,
Yeah.
no, no. You
You
need to put it somewhere. And I love that 401k. You can put it in deferred compensation. You could put it in many different ways, to help you as you age, as you get older, whatever you want to do. So yeah, I
you
think
know
I
another
think. Go ahead.
another thing is getting the savings bonds. Savings
Mhm.
bonds is another good way to save along with that Christmas funds. And I remember a while back when I was probably about 17, and I took a 1 liter bottle of I hate to say it, but I'm not trying to give nobody no endorsements, but Coca-Cola bottle, and
Mhm.
I filled it up with nothing but dimes, because I'm having pocket change, and you
Mhm.
take that pocket change. I remember a guy, he took was those water, those 5 gallon water jugs.
Uh-huh.
He had maybe 20 of them, and when he cashed into the bank, he had $20,000.
Exactly.
There's always ways. I love my daughter. She's always say, you know what, I don't have it. I don't have it. you know, that's you can't borrow from her because if she's out of sight, out of mind, and I love that mentality, you know. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
always there's always good ways to save your finances because Mr. Bill ain't around. His guess what? His cousin Cardinal is gonna be right behind him.
Partner, everything is coming, you know, and it's always important to take care of that stuff. Take care of it, you know, and
Exactly.
understand how much discretionary funds that you do have and try to go under that, you know, after you do everything and pay everything, whatever. And if you got like $200 and stuff, you know, after you do your emergency fund, pay all this and stuff, you know,
Hmm.
try to work on trying to get below that, you
Oh yeah,
know.
definitely.
That's how you start to build up stuff in your checking account as well, because you're like, oh, where this money come from? You know,
Right.
you want, to me, that's the way I want to get, like, where does money come from, you know. So,
Exactly.
and I always tell my sons this: the best lender is yourself.
That's
Okay.
correct.
You don't have to. I guess I could have did this show myself, right? No, but all I'm saying is that some things work and some things do not.
And some things don't. That's correct.
It just don't work because I know I'm the best lender. You know, if I need something, I need to go to my own account and get my money. I don't need no interest. I'm not interested in the interest.
There,
Let's
there
just
you
say
go.
that.
There
I'm
you go.
not interested in it. So yeah, but hey, this has been a pleasure, you know, talking to you, and I think you gave them some really good teasers, if you will, to go
Exactly.
out and get that book, How to Become a Millionaire: 5 Steps to Become Wealthy. And what I love about this and stuff, it's not something that he doesn't have experience in,
Hmm.
helping you to get your finances together, get your mindset together, get something that's slow, something that's long, something that's short. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what this book is about, and you can get it on Amazon.com. So,
Oh yeah,
well,
definitely.
our 15 minutes is up, and do you want to say anything at the end, Mr. Carey?
Well, I'm gonna say, go get the book. It's gonna be the best investment you ever made because it's gonna help you in the future.
Yep, and let me just put this up here. And if you need to talk to him, you can mail him at jcarryauthor@gmail.com.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
this is the book, and please share the show, tag a friend, you know. And so please know, if you want to come on my show, you know what you're looking at. Snapshot, home of the 15-minute selfies with me. It's where you get to do only you. Until
Amen.
next time, take care. Bye bye.
Have a blessed one.
Bye bye.